Gerwyn, congratulations. How good did that feel?
Yeah, on every walk on, every data through, every double that went in, the crowd were right behind me, and every double that the opponent was throwing, they were against him. But that's what I get every week. So yeah, it's only once a year I get that, and I appreciate every moment out there. It was brilliant, and yeah, it was a great one for me.
You look like you enjoyed it out there, and everyone else got a little taste of what you face most weeks as well.
Yeah, and Nathan said, he said, I don't know, you put up with that every week because it is quite hostile, and it is, and you for the last 4 years I've had to deal with that hostile crowd, and it's really difficult.
But Wales loves its starts. It proved it tonight. They obviously love you as well for all the titles that you've won. Winning that here tonight, it must rank up there because you can enjoy it so much.
Yeah, I just wish I played a little bit better. I didn't play brilliant tonight. I played average in every single game and snuck a few legs here and there. And the crowd, like I said, put the players off, which I get every week. So I'll take that. But yeah, I just wish I came here and had a Belfast night like in 2020 and had a couple of 9 darters and give something back to the crowd. But yeah, I'm glad I won the night, and I look forward to playing a little bit better when the rest of the season.
Just stay away from the rugby for a little bit. You still got
I'm not sure, but I'm off to Scotland this weekend and I got my boots back, so happy days.
Gazzy, many congratulations. You said yourself that you've been struggling of late. Can this be the catalyst to reignite the Going Forest fire?
Yeah, but I've only been struggling since the Masters, since I was really ill. I've never felt so ill. Even when I apparently had COVID, when I was in the Premier League or kicked out of it. I don't know what it was, but I was really rough, and my daughters had it as well just after it. So I I can't blame anything, but I put it down to that. And when the Pro Tours come round, and that's the best practice I can have. You're playing, you can possibly play 7 games a day for 2 days, and when they come round, it gives you a lot of confidence. But yeah, the last 2 or 3 weeks, I haven't been myself inside. Rather, it's not so much of that.
Last week in Belfast, Wayne touched on it as well. I don't know if you heard it, but he said you didn't look yourself, and he was worried that you were talking about walking away from the sport. Has it ever got that low?
No, not walking away from the sport. I just didn't know if I wanted to do 16 weeks of what I get every single week. And like I said, I was ill for a week, and I weren't too well in the Masters. I thought I was okay in Ireland, but obviously I wasn't. I went back to where I wanted to be, and yeah, it all gets on top of you. But I'll keep battling.
The smile you had on your face tonight. Do you wish that big time darts could come to Wales more often? And is Wales ready to host darts more often?
Yeah, I think the World Championship should be here this year, next year, every year. No, I mean, it's one Premier League. I think even if we had one major or a couple of Pro Tours or anything, but like I'm not sure what sort of venues they got in Wales, but yeah, I think they should have a little bit more than one.
And one final message to all the Welsh fans.
Honestly, without those today, I definitely wouldn't have won. But I've been in that situation where I probably should have won and lost. So yeah, I appreciate every single one of them. And if they're out having a beer tonight, I'll buy them all one. No needs.
Gerwyn, congratulations. A fantastic win. The crowd was superb for you tonight. That second match against Michael, do you think they were the difference between you getting through or not?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I've been in those situations where I've blown players away and bombed doubles because of the situation, because of the hostile crowd. And Michael played way better than what I did, but the crowd kept me in the game. And like I said, I've been in that situation, and it's not very often I have the crowd with me, so I'll take it.
Obviously, you mentioned that you got the Pro Tour starting now. Do you think tonight will be the springboard for you to carry on and progress?
I hope so, but I'm up in Glasgow next week, so I've played there a couple of times, and it's a great atmosphere. But it's where everything started about 4 or 5 years ago. So I'm just looking forward to. I'm having a weekend off of Pro Tours this week. Next week after Glasgow, the Pro Tours, and I think after that weekend, that's when I'll start to play my A game again.
And the lucky red shirt, is it staying?
I'll stay for Cardiff if I'm in the Premier League.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Wearing the red jersey, Welsh fans blaring the national anthem, stuff a dream, right?
Yeah, wanted to walk out to Why Delilah, but they won't let me. I'm not sure why. But yes, I always try and put a red shirt on when I come to Wales, and yeah, thankfully I did because they all got behind me today.
Yeah, and the positivity around the venue for yourself and Johnny, that kind of thing, has it come at the right time? Can you now push on in the next few weeks?
Yeah, I mean the Premier League's always tough. Usually we have January off, but it was 2 World Series and then the Masters and then the Premier League straight on top of you. So I think maybe I should have took a week away or chilled out somewhere, but I haven't, and sort of gets on top of you a little bit. But I'm going to take this weekend off, chill out, and yeah, I'll go to the Pro Tour, not this weekend, next weekend, and then hopefully after that I'll be back up and running like I should be.
You and John, you've been flying the Welsh flag for darts for the last few years. What's it like for you to see the sport growing and that kind of thing on the back of you and Johnny?
Honestly, it's brilliant. Not so much me, but I put my name to it, and we set up an academy about 2 years ago, and it's thriving. And there's some really, really good young kids coming through that academy, and not just that one, but John who runs it, he set up a few more in Glamorgan, North Wales, and there's not just the young kids, but the senior sides as well. So the development side of it, the grassroots, which is missing, I think, with the rugby, is good for darts now. So I think over the next 4, 5, 6, maybe 10 years, then yeah, we will have a lot more players coming through. Hopefully,
Any names to look out for?
to be honest with you, I haven't been to the academy for a while, which is part and parcel of being so busy. But there is one young kid, Jensen Ahern, which is in the academy that I'm from. I went to watch a couple of boys in a tournament, and he beat an older fella. I know. I think he's only 12, 13, 14, and he got through. He won 3-0. So yeah, it's that's one to look for in a couple of years. And yeah, when my house is done, I'll probably invite him over to have a practice and take him under my wing. But yeah, hopefully there's a lot more young players coming through, but not just young players, but other players. Well, I didn't start till I was late 20s, 30s. So I think we've inspired a lot of older people as well.
Cheers, congratulations for time.
Congratulations, Gerwyn. Coming up against Nathan there in the final, he was hitting some scary averages in those opening 2 games. How important was your game in that final to just slow him down and
I would never slow anyone down. I just play my game, and I know if I play my A game, I can beat absolutely anyone. So I would never ever try and slow anyone down or try and put them off their game. I had the crowd to do that today, so that helped. But no, I knew how well Nathan was playing tonight, and obviously he beat me last week. But I just wanted to get one back on Nathan from last week, and yeah, I just played a little. I think I played a little bit better, even though the crowd put Nathan off.
do you reckon that's the loudest you've heard at Darts Arena?
No, I've heard him a lot louder, but just against me. But yeah, it's nice to hear them loud and clear when they're with me as well.
Cheers, Gerwyn. Thank you.
You've been very thankful for the crowd, but do you feel you've been a bit too modest? Do you not kind of giving yourself credit for coming through when you said you weren't feeling like you were playing at your best?
Yeah, obviously I'm battling every single leg, and I know I'm trying too hard at the moment because I know I'm not playing well, and I haven't thrown well for the last 2, in Belfast and the Masters. Obviously, I got to write the Masters off. I probably shouldn't have even turned up, but yeah, it's just give me a couple of weeks, and I'll be playing back to my best. I'm glad I won this tonight, but I'm quite fortunate.
And coming into it, and with Johnny losing in the opening game as well, did you feel a certain pressure to give the crowd their money's worth?
No, I think that eased the pressure because if Johnny gets the final, I want to get to the final. I would have loved it to be an all Welsh final, but then, yeah, I wouldn't have had the crowd with me then, would I? They would have been a neutral crowd. So, yeah, I love Johnny to bits. I would love him to get the final. I wish it was an all Welsh final, but when he goes out, it's a little bit less pressure for you then, I think.
You somewhat kept a lid on some of your emotion from what we saw in past years, knowing the crowds have been against you a little bit. Tonight, did you feel that to let that out a little bit more? And is that
no? If it happens, it happens. Like in the Masters, like I said, I wasn't very well, and I just shouldn't have probably gone. And last week. I thought I was back to normal, and I wasn't. And I can't just force those emotions out. They came out. People think I do it on purpose to put people off and just to play a certain game. I'm not like that. If it comes out, it's because I'm playing well, I'm feeling well, and if I'm not, then it just don't happen.
You said you're not on the best of form at the minute. Did the fans tonight really just help you forget about your form and just enjoy the night? Because, like you said, you only get this once a year.
I felt a little bit better today, all day and probably all week. But it was, I know how bad I've played for the last 2 weeks, so it's just trying to get those demons out of my head. But yeah, I knew, click of the finger, I can start it in trebles, it in doubles, but it's just the demons in the head that keep putting me off.
Congratulations.
Thinking back to last year in Cardiff, where you went out in the first round, how did that feel contrasted to tonight?
I didn't even remember that until you just said so. Yeah, it was probably horrific. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even know until you said so. I'm not sure what to say.
And then lastly, since the Champions League was obviously scrapped, do you feel underrepresented as a nation, Wales, especially considering a quarter of the participants now were Welsh?
Yeah, definitely. I think, but it's Wales is small. I don't know what sort of venues they go, and yeah, maybe I know they got 2 Premier Leagues in Scotland, 2 in Ireland. Maybe they should put one in Swansea if they got a venue. But yeah, it'd be even nice to just have, and like you said, the Champions League of darts was in the same venue, but I'm not sure. I just wish we had a few more in Wales and I could enjoy nights like tonight.
Perfect, thanks, Glenn.
Everyone. Cheers.